Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Have a Pint. Today we have Furious from Surly Brewing Co. It is an American style IPA. I think that's my son shitting. 6.6% alcohol by volume, 100 IBUs, which I think is a record on the channel. 3.93 is the average rating it gets on Untapped. Are you okay? He's fine. And the description for this beer on Untapped reads, like hops, you'll like this fire-hued beer. This is the beer I have always dreamed of making. This is the beer that would come to mind while spending the last 2 years tearing down walls, hanging sheetrock, moving kegs, power washing the ceilings, arguing with various agencies, and cutting the water main. Without Golden Promise malt, made by family-owned Simpsons malt, Furious would just be pissed off. And it's pissed off. It's not pissed off. Piss off? Or it's not pissed off. I guess you could say piss off, but that wouldn't make sense here. But pissed off doesn't make sense anywhere. From Scotland, this malt is still produced in the tradition of turning over the barley by hand, resulting in a malt that is unsurpassed in its quality. Golden Promise is also used extensively by premium whiskey distilleries, such as the Macallan. The malt provides the backbone for the intense hop character. 4 American hop varieties are used as a rate of over 3 pounds per barrel. The result is a rich malt sweetness infused with bright hop flavor and aroma from beginning to end. Oh yeah, it's about 6% alcohol and around 100 IBUs. But up top it's at 6.6. That's close to 7. And this has 6.7, so I'm going to assume that it's 6.7. I love this can. Yeah, you can maybe see it. I can't tell. Hi, Aria. They're desperate. They want to be fed, but they are still 4 hours away. It is currently 11:59 a.m. Don't judge me. And all of them have just been hanging around over here for the last, hour. I woke up an hour and a half ago, so an hour and a half. Yeah, no. It's the weekend. Fuck off. You see this bitch? Yes, sorry. You are important and you get all the pets. Oh, shit. She's moving my arm. Do you know any other beer channel where cats get in the way all the time? Hi. I don't need to see your black void. Thank you. No, you're not getting up on the table. You know better than to get up on that table. Alright. We got very large bubbles. They're larger up here than they are down here, but they're still fairly large down there. They're huge up here. That was about 3 fingers of head. I have had this beer once before. It was a little over a week ago. I bought a 4-pack with a friend, along with a 6-pack of Brickway Coffee Vanilla Stout. I gave him all but one of those, because I want to do that on the channel. And then I got the other 2 of these. He's just getting into IPAs, so he actually did enjoy this. Whereas I still remember a time he didn't enjoy IPAs. Always a spill. And which, you know me, I'm not hugest on IPAs, but I really enjoy them. I get sick of them because that's everything that's on the market, pretty much. Strong beer. I mean, it's almost 7%, so yeah. I think I just get that hop bitterness out of it. So there is a different description here on the back of the can, so I'll read that as well. Imperial Red Ale, hoppy red, not really an amber, Furious breaks all the rules. We aren't even sure what to call it. Surly doesn't brew to style, and it all started with Furious. In the end, what does style matter? The only question is, do you want another one or not? This undefinable crimson-hued ale delivers aromas of citrus, pine, and caramel toffee, aggressively hopped, beautifully balanced, with a caramel malt backbone. Furious delivers a moment of pure beer bliss that is a style all its own. Okay. I mean, it's still just listed on Untapped as an IPA, but I hate red ales. I enjoy. Well, I don't hate red ales. I like them a lot more than like Scotch ales. Or Scotch ales are the hey, wee heavies are my least favorite style. I like them about as much as I like barley wine. There's not really a Scotch ale I can do. I think I used to enjoy Sam Adams Scotch ale, but that wasn't that sickeningly sweet to me. I get the citrus and the pine. There's a hint of the caramel toffee. And I mean a hint. The biggest thing is that hop bitterness smell, which the citrus and pine is pretty up there with that. But I get a small sense of that caramel toffee. First thing you're going to notice is bitterness, but a slight sweetness. It's incredibly bitter, but there is a slight sweetness. I mean, have I had more bitter beers? Yes, I have had beers that are more bitter than this is. She is still on my lap. She was on the bed when I got up, and up until I started doing this, she was on the bed. When she came over here, that's the first time I knew she wasn't on the bed. Usually that's this one over here, Tiffany. Doesn't move. She's usually pretty active. I can taste the red ale out of it, the amber, but I can taste that that's kind of where it originated, but it went way off, which is good to me. And I mean, it's going to be good to anybody, but even if you like red ales and ambers. I don't have anything against ambers. I'm just not much for red ales. But yeah, that's the first thing you get is that bitterness. Immediately on the front of the tongue. That caramel toffee, I think, comes in the middle. And there's actually much more of it on the palate than there is on the nose. Yeah, it comes in the middle. You get this big burst of hoppiness up front, bitterness. Then in the middle, it kind of gets balanced out with that caramel toffee, but it's still up here, and that toffee's here. You definitely get that toffee out of it, and adds the sweetness. It's not on the same level. I shouldn't have said balanced out, but and it's, I think, the same on the end. Yeah, by the end, the hop sting is completely gone, and it's kind of sweet going down. But it's incredible. I love that hop burst, and then it turns sweet and disappears. Yes, yes, yes. You get all the attention. Nobody else ever gets any attention. You get all of it. Oh, yeah, shit. Are you wanting attention too? What is wrong with you? You must be sick. It's Tiffany. Can't really see, I know. Maybe if I move. You'd be able to see her head if she stuck it up again. Nope, that was her limit. She's like now going like this. Nope, don't touch me. She hit her limit. Go ahead. I'm being attacked by cats that just want to eat 4 hours early. See, right now, the only thing I'm getting is hoppy. Not really bitter, but like the taste of hop. So that definitely lingers on the palate the most, which is fine. I enjoy that flavor. You gonna take one leg and maybe Tiffany takes the other? No. Tiffany's never sure what she wants. If it's gonna bring unwanted attention, that's her number one concern. Right, Puff? But anyways. So I said on the video I uploaded yesterday, which was Saturday. Ow! You'd get those claws out of there. That knee does not need your claw. And then that one's been napping up there, which is fine. They can be up there. They can't. Oh, those trash bags are recycling. They can't be up here. That's what I was. My finger in that. No, they can't be up here. But they can be over here. The two that you can really see, one's plastic and the other one's like paper and cardboard. Our apartment complex doesn't really do recycling, but there's a facility next to her parents' house. It's like there's one house between her parents' house and the recycling facility. So we take it all over there except for aluminum, because they don't do aluminum there. Her parents take that somewhere, so like this will end up there. Oh, it's a really cool can, but it's not cool enough, you know? I'll show you my can collection at some point. Bottle cans collection. There's some really neat ones, and some ones I would like to get in on the channel. But won't be able to. Others I'll do it, but it's not going to be like fresh. It's going to be aged, like 120 minute. Only going to be up here aged for a while. It is out again, but I'm not going to buy it. First off, I really don't want to have it fresh again because it is not good fresh to me. But I keep hearing, you know, and it says on there you're supposed to age it. There's going to be some KBS, a year, 5 years, which we're about 6 months out from a year, so those will be the only two I do 5-year age reviews on. I got other things in there that are just going to be a year age. I have an On Fleck down there. I have a Backwoods Bastard, which I'm hoping gets better with age. I'm going to guess it doesn't. I typically can't finish that beer. I have Outer Darkness down there. Oh, what the hell else do I have? There's a Chocolate Sombrero. There's some bigger stouts. There's a 2017 Goose Island Bourbon County that I got back in March. So it's got some pre-aging. I don't know. I'll have to look up like if that needs to be done vaguely soon or if I should do it early next year. Like January, February. I'm assuming it's not March, even though that's when it came out. I'm going to do it now. So this will get cut out. Right after me talking in circles here, that gets cut out. Goose Island released 7 Birmingham County beers in 2017, the most ever, as brewery regains confidence. A stout aged with bananas, almonds, and cassia bark will be among the Bourbon County beers released on the day after Thanksgiving. Oh, okay, so that was probably originally a Thanksgiving release. Or Black Friday, which at Walmart is Black Thursday, because they have their events on Thursday, I've noticed. Everywhere else, I don't know if anybody else offhand does theirs on Thursday or if it's Friday. So, I'll do a year-age review of it on Black Friday. Exactly a year old, because I'm assuming that's when it was released. Although that's probably not when it was brewed. Let's see if I can find a brew date. If I had to guess, it was probably not long before that. So we'll just go by the release date. But now I haven't mentioned it all video because I wanted to drink it again before I said this. Like, when I had this before, I knew this wasn't just going to be any regular IPA. Like, when I was drinking it, I was like, this is going to be in one of my top tiers. I didn't know if it was going to be tier number 1, where, like, Local's cross-strain Fairy Nectar is, which, by the way, they just won yesterday a silver medal for a New England-style IPA with their Fairy Nectar London project. Up there with that, Stone IPA and Dogfish had 60. Or if it'll be in a second tier, like with Modus. Or a third tier, which I think this one's so good it's going to be in the second tier. Or could it be first? You know what, it's every bit as good as like Stone or Dogfish or Fairy Nectar. This is an absolutely delicious beer. And anybody who likes IPAs, hoppy beer, has to seek this out. If you have a possibility of getting it, you have to try it. It is an incredible single IPA to me. Would I get this again? Well, I think I've already answered that. Rating, I'll probably go 4.75 on this one. It's been a long time since I've given that good of a rating, I believe. But till next time, Prost.